What is going on, everybody? It is Monday night, April 14th, 2025. We have a very large lineup on tap tonight. I do apologize for being late. I'll turn that down. All right. Oh, I don't know what it was, but like today seemed good until like, I don't know, 5 o'clock, and then everything just kind of seemed to get crazy and everything started stacking up on stuff. So, yeah, I just got behind. Kids needed baths and beds changed, and yeah, it's it's standard parent life stuff. Fixing that a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna put in the comment sections here. Let's see. So our lineup tonight is Prism Deca. Followed by Live Golf, followed by NBA, and then we're going to finish with our Baseball Mega. And I keep too many capital letters in there. Philip Trokey, my wife would like to have a word with you. I don't know if that'll actually work. I wonder if that'll carry into Facebook like that. All right. I'm going to put the tags in for this football break. We're going to not hesitate too much tonight because we have a lot on the plate. The good thing is the first 3 breaks are fairly reasonably quick breaks. So that's kind of bodes well. I almost made a really silly blunder yesterday. I was on FanDuel. All right. I just making sure something there. All right. So Deca's up first. We've got Hayden. We've got Spencer. We've got David Samuels. We got Rich. This is definitely way later than I wanted to start. But hey, you know what? You all filled the Mega Baseball break. Well, mostly. The mini's still up. So I will close the mini at the end of Live Golf. That way I can run the mini because that's all paid for. I can run the main because that's all paid for. And that way there's a break's worth of time that if people want to try to trade teams, they can. Becky, Justin Brett, Jonathan Barna, who I haven't seen in a while. Paul Seymour came in to some of our breaks again, too, and I haven't seen him in a while. It's good to have new faces as well as familiar faces. So I appreciate everybody. All right. I think that's everybody. Justin, Miker, Brad, Hayden, TJ, Matt, Becky, Jonathan, Sean. Okay. That's everybody. All right. What's up, Tanner? Well, like I said, these are gonna be fairly quick. I'm not gonna hesitate because I already know I'm starting from behind, and we have a lot of boxes in that break. So, I'll tell you about my funny story about FanDuel yesterday. How often have I seen your faces? Most of you maybe once. A lot of you, never. Let's see. Okay, so Hayden's going to get the first 3. No, golf is full. Golf's completely full. The only thing left is the baseball mini. All right, so Hayden's got the first 2 packs. Spencer's got the next 2. Hayden's got the next 2. David's got packs 7 and 8. And Rich has packs 9 and 10. So the interesting thing about I'm probably going so quick tonight, Becky. I probably won't have time for that one. Oh, my brain is going to get roasted if I try to do that. This has been a chaotic day. I don't know why. All right, so here's everything we're looking for in Prism Deca. The thing that's kind of to note here is we're going to get a bunch of numbers. We're going to get autos. I heard the auto list is brutal, but there's no case hits in Deca. But it's all that old 2012 style. What's up, Joe? But we are looking for numbered 1-of-1s and gold blacks and all that fun jazz. All right, so did they do 5 and 5 here? Because if I did, that's perfect. They did. Hey, all right, I like it. Yeah. So my fun thing with FanDuel yesterday, I saw Rory McIlroy coming into the 18th hole. I thought he actually had a 2-stroke lead, but he only had a 1-stroke lead. And FanDuel was still accepting bets, and it was like a minus 900. I'm like, if I throw $15 at it, I'll get like $2 out of it. He's guaranteed to win. Go ahead. Then he gets up to the 18th green and misses that first putt to win. I'm like, oh, son of a gun! Why did you do that? I'm like, crap! Now I'm going to lose my money because he had to go to the playoff. Thank God he pulled it off in the playoff. So we have a new friend with us tonight. As you can see, we have Pop Charizard, and now we have real Charizard over here. We bought Ethan the Charizard EX Pokemon set, and he wanted me to have the Charizard for the desk. So I got this Charizard to help bring the fire, as we always do here. And so I got some other fan favorites here. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. There we go. All right. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. These are Hayden's for the Commanders. Everyone else has their teams. Very nice looking 2012. We got a blue and a mojo. I'm guessing one of our first autographs is right here. Adrian Peterson, Zach Charbonnet. Well, let's do it like this. I think this is going to be our first auto. It's a Bengal. At the end of golf. That is Chase Brown. That's actually not a bad auto. I mean, the starting running back for the Bengals, that's a pretty solid card right there. That's, I think, number 190. We'll look at in a second. The mojo behind it. So that's going to be, this should be at 25. Patriots. Oh, boy. Give us a rookie emblem. Where's the rookie emblem? Come on. Where would the rookie emblem be? I don't know. Let's go. That is the rookie emblem, and it's the wrong Patriot. That is Jalen Polk to 30. Dang. 15 to 30. Very nice card. A lot of people said this is the one parallel that they don't care for in this set because it drowns out everything, and it's like really hard to see the name. Like you really have to almost flatten this card out to see the name. They put that rookie. Oh, I didn't have any top loaders ready. They put that rookie on them right in the center. Just realized I didn't have my top loaders out. Sorry. Ill prepared tonight. I'll show you some new stuff I got in today. We'll do in the future. Sorry. I
kicked my case of top loaders last week, so I'm in my second case. All right.
We just got started, but we've got a Jalen Polk to 30 and a Chase Brown autograph blue, and I haven't checked the numbering on that yet. I was short some top loaders. Yeah, it is numbered. I'm going to check it here in a second. Just once I can get these top loaders loaded back up. I knew I was forgetting something.
Saturday, I tried to be a good husband and spent a lot of time cleaning the house and trying to catch up on laundry. Sunday, I was just wiped out. All right. There we go.
Very large stack of top loaders. I should not run out tonight. All right. The Jalen Polk to 30. There's that one. And the Chase Brown is numbered to 49. Nice. 17 of 49 on the Chase Brown auto. Very nice. I said there is so many worse autos you can have than a Chase Brown auto, for sure. All right, we're gonna keep going here. Just working on Hayden's set for packs 1 and 2, having the Commanders. I feel like some of these are going to be super susceptible to surface grading because I can see just on some of these, just some very light scratching. Those are going to be interesting trying to get through grading if people try to grade these. Yeah. Come on, Kyrene. Stop trying to focus on me. There we go. Kyrene Williams for the Rams. Ed Reed, Texans. Joe Burrow, Bengals. Kyle Hamilton. Dak Prescott. Braylon Allen for the Jets rookie. Brian Robinson Jr. We have a silver coming up. We have our second auto already. Wow. Okay, let's just kick those immediately. Talia. Oh boy. Huffin gun? What? Who is this? Someone's going to help me on this one. Who the hell is this? Not numbered. Way to go, Panini. Just throw the autos right out of the gate. Honestly, I felt like I wasn't really worrying about the autos unless we had like a JJ or a Penix. I really felt like this was a hunt for numbered cards. Anyways, in Prism. Hidden to get one. So someone's got to tell me who that guy is. I feel like he's a defensive player. All right, other silver. So apparently silvers are actually so silvers apparently Huffina. Yeah, Huffina. Chris Jones. These silvers are actually shorter printed than some of the other numbered cards. They're harder to actually get. Travis Etienne Jr., Jack Campbell, Trent Green, James Conner, Jose Jewell, and Sam Hubbard. I need to bring my box over. What the heck? What's wrong with me? Ugh. Hold on, sorry. I had a message I had to answer.
WrestleMania, and on WrestleMania Sunday, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez defend the tag titles against Bayley and the Intercontinental Champion Lockdown period. Bayley and Morgan one-on-one here.
Sorry, someone's getting a spot sold. All right, so these next two are for Spencer for the Commanders. I got Hayden's one commander sitting here to the side. All right, here we go. Drew Brees. Got a blue coming up. D'Angelo Hall. Quinion Mitchell. Blue. Ron Falcon. Kirk Cousins. Number to 149. 75 to 149. Wrong Falcon. So we have the wrong Patriot and the wrong Falcon so far. Can we get the right commander? And the right bear? Here. Oh, there's a fifth one somewhere in there. Oh, the right Bronco? All right. Looks like we might have a purple in there too. Chris, you see that little like light scratches? This is just the cards shuffling on top of each other. Yeah, I just asked Tim Kelsey which one is he giving you, because if he's got two, I already ran the random for it, so I just need to know which one he's giving you. I think he's messaging me right now. Christian Watson, Travis Swift. I'm sorry, Travis Swift. My apologies. Christian Watson, Jim Kelly, one of the best quarterbacks to ever not win a Super Bowl. Troy Franklin, Jalen Johnson, Justin Fields, Sam Darnold, Cam Chancellor. Well, that's why I said you guys got to pick on which one you're getting. Then it makes my life easier. Micah Parsons, purple for the Cowboys. That is to 99. That's a bookend, 99 and 99. So interesting. The Deca boxes for first off the line, these sold for about $2,400. The Deca boxes for Hobby floored because they did a Dutch auction again, and they floored at $500. I did not catch it up floor. Kelsey Brad said, pick which one you want. Brett Favre, Joey Bosa, Patrick Mahomes II, Lamar Jackson, CeeDee Lamb, and Andre Reed. So a big breaker conspiracy things going on with Deca because they basically bought out NBA Deca. Next two is going to be for Hayden again. And they tried to basically drive the market up on Deca, and they bought them all it sold out at $3,000. And they were trying to tell everybody that it's worth $4,000. And then Hobby did its own Dutch auction, and they came out at $800. And people are like, it's not a factor of 5 more expensive for 4 shimmer cards. People weren't buying into it, and they tried to do it again with football, and they're $2,400 into it. And then if this floor is at $500, $600, that's a 4 to 5 times difference. Again, I don't think anyone's going to buy into that. I'm sure there's people that are going to buy the shimmers, though. Dre Greenlaw. It's a heck of a name. Richard Seymour. Latavian David. And then we got a Brilliance Jermaine Burton in kind of a Bengals box. Red. Sam Hubbard. As I said, it's been kind of a Bengals box. So I got them basically near the bottom, but I stumbled on the floor one, so give you the last one. Okay. Hasn't popped in yet. I even put a comment in here that says my wife would like to have a word with you. I'm trying to think if he's actually in any of the breaks tonight. Michael Mayer, Cade Stover, 2. I have this one, and I have the one in the card shop. If that one in the card shop doesn't sell, I'll bring it back in here and we'll do a break with it. Drake London, Jerry Judy, Terrell Suggs, DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Brown, Silver Brilliance. That's a Jonathan Brooks on the silver with a red Trey Benson. We have, so my Inception should be here hopefully by next week. We have Cosmic Football. It should be coming soon. I don't know. I feel like I've got a ton of football right now and more just kind of piling in. So although Optic's going to freaking kill me at $800 a box. Benson Red is to $199. Yeah, it is a color match. It's a good point. Nice color match, actually. All right, I'll let him know if he pops his head in. I mean, what do you all think about? I am trying to get retail. 11. Okay, I'll switch you in, Kelsey. $815 a box for Optic. I mean, how do you all feel about that? I mean, you're basically for Optic break hobby, they're going to be more expensive than this break was. Jaden Reed, Brock Bowers, rookie, Puka Nakua, John Elway, Rome Adunze. I know someone I keep saying Adunze, and Kyle Pitts. All right. That's kind of the crux of this is if it's $815 a box, you're going to be looking at prices. I mean, Patriots, Bucks, Bears, and Vikings are all going to probably push near 100. For those, they are, yeah. So I just ordered the Resurgence boxes today, which I thought they were still kind of high. They were like $330 that pops out. I didn't even know they were coming out. But I feel like I would rather do Cosmics. I feel like I'd rather do Cosmic breaks and do Cosmic boxes although they're $280 a box. But again, you can do a Cosmic Football break, have a better chance at hitting the autos you want because you have more of the auto chances in there, plus the planetaries. And basically, you can do 3 boxes. I mean, if it's 280 times 3 is about the same price. So you can do 3 Cosmic or 1 Optic hobby. I mean, I'm going to get 1 Optic hobby because I know folks will want to do it. I just don't know how deep I want to go into Optic hobby. All right, these are David Samuels for the Commander. Garrett Wilson, Vince Young, Najee Harris, Mike Allstott. Oh, there we go. Finally, the right Falcon who went in the mini. Michael Penix Jr. That is to $199. And that's fair, Kelsey. And if you guys fill it, like you guys filled Deca, so I at least have confidence that we can fill this break. So as long as you all want it, I'll get it and we'll bring it for breaks. So that's my consensus. In the past, when we've done these really expensive breaks, we've had struggles to fill them, but I think we're in a much better spot now. So it's a balance. It's always a balance because there's just so much other stuff coming out. I've got like $6,000 invested into Bowman right now. Zach Thomas, Chris Jones, Keenan Allen, Bijan, Kyler Murray, Bucky Irving for the Bucks, Breece Hall. Wait a second. We got an extra one. We got his 3rd auto. Well, how about them apples? Trenton Simpson for the Ravens. I know it ain't the best name, but hey, we still got a third one. And then an orange or gold. I think it's orange. Looks like a bill. Ooh, how about that? Josh Allen for the Bills. Very nice. Oh, it's a 49, so maybe I'm wrong. 1 of 49. Yeah, I do wonder that, Kathy. I do wonder if they're going to curve the blasters a little bit. Because you're right. We were doing way better in blaster breaks than we were doing in hobby breaks. Nice Josh Allen there for the Bills. We're going to move Jalen Polk to the back here. Well, if you're going to hit a bill, that's the one you want. And then we got the Trent Simpson here. I actually wasn't even supposed to be here this week. Oh, well. You guys would all had Lisa this week if my schedule had remained the way it was supposed to. All right. Lots of good color, I'll say. Yeah, I mean, right now, I might, Tanner, have some, but I'm also kind of weary about, I just made a connection and somebody's doing really well helping me out. But I might. Joe Mixon, Jair Alexander, Tua Tagovailoa, Michael Wilson, Trey Hendrickson, and Zay Flowers. I would recommend to him that he jumps on all the first off the lines and he jumps on all of the pre-orders from Topps, because Lisa does have hot hands. They're very nice. I did marry those hot hands. Too bad she's not in the chat right now because I could just compliment her hands. All right, last 2 packs for the Commanders going to Rich Schaefer. Gosh, I want to actually say that Brad had the Bills. Let me check. I can tell you real quick. No, TJ Wilson had the Bills. TJ had the Bills. All right. Clinton Portis. So there's one for Rich Schaefer. We got a blue coming up. Deebo Samuel. Joe Milton III. Jalen Johnson blue for the Bears. That is to 149. You didn't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. I'm going to try. Christian Kirk, David Montgomery, Dante Hall, Myles Garrett, Michael Irvin, Xavier Legette, Christian McCaffrey, Ramondre Stevenson, Chris Godwin, Silver, Amari Cooper, Tyreek Hill, Khalil Mack, Adonai Mitchell, Michael Parsons, Ray Davis, and one Bo Nix at the very end. Oh, God, I wish it was a 4th auto. Except Bo Nix wouldn't be in here for an auto. Solid color. Is it? Did we make $900 back on this box? No. That's my only kicker with that. But, I mean, that's the way it goes, right? If we hit a Commander, if we hit a Jaden Daniels to 49, that would have been a different story. Yeah, it's going to be like late July, I believe, Kathy. All right, let's recap Prism Deca. You got Kirk Cousins, number 2, 149. Bo Nix, base rookie. Jalen Johnson to 149, blue. Bucky Irving, base. Brock Bowers, base. Trey Benson to 199. Brilliance, Xavier Leggett. Or sorry, Jonathan Brooks, rookie. Sorry, wrong Panther. Then we had a Sam. No Caleb. Sam Hubbard to 199. A Jalen Polk, probably our lowest numbered one, to 30 on the Mojo. Golf is going to be next. And then we're going to do NBA because after golf, I'm going to close the mini for baseball. Trenton Simpson, we had a bonus auto for the Ravens. We got a silver auto from that guy. I can't even say his name. Not numbered, silver prism. Micah Parsons to 99. That's a bookend, 99 on 99 there. Chase Brown auto. That one's not too bad. That one's to 49. And probably the two best cards on the break. We had Michael Penix. That was to 199, 142, 199. And Josh Allen, other side of the bookend, to 1 of 49. So if that box, I'll give it like a week or two. If that box doesn't move out of the card shop where I've been stocking, I'll bring it back here and I'll post it up for another break. So, well, you all have given me the confidence to pretty put hard considerations to Optic. So, of course, it's funny because we went through a period where like there was nothing, and I was like just trying to find products to bring you all. Trying to find products to bring you all. And then now we hit this period, and it's like I don't have enough money to cover everything I want to buy. All right. So we're going to do golf next. Live Golf. I had this as a serial number break before, but I kind of stumbled on it, so I figured relaunching it was a good idea. Seemed like it was. All right, Live Golf. Let me get I got to update the list here. All right, so 11. So, hey, Kelsey, I'm going to give you spot 1 if it's your choice, because the wild cards are literally the wild card players that were in Live. So they're not on any particular team. If you're getting a spot, I would say if you want a better spot and he's letting you pick, I would go for the Crushers. But up to you. I mean, I think what Brad said was you can just pick players through it. So probably you guys can just sort out which players you want of who and kind of go from there. All right. Live Golf. All right, we have Brad, Benjamin Perovich, Ricky, Christopher Seamster, Barry, Sean, Matt, and Miker. All right, there's that. I'm going to adjust your viewing screen so that you can see all of those teams. You'll have to. I think the teams are on it, so we'll be okay there. I'm going to go up here. All right. Red was 199. Yep. You are correct. All right. So, real quick. So far, I've gotten a handful of optic value packs in, and I did pick up 3 mega boxes of Bowman U Chrome. I do have 2 hobbies coming. So, okay. I'll switch you up to 1 then. I was going to say, if he's letting you pick, I would rather advise you on taking the better spot there. All right. So let me change that real quick. Watch the wild cards have both. All right. There we go. And that's changed. What did I do with my knife? Oh, that's right. I took it over there. All right. Live Golf. This is a weird boxing of this. All right. I got that adjustment in there, Kelsey, for you. All right. So we're going to find 1 autograph, 18 inserts or prisms. I got you ready. I saw it. All right. There's all the packs. Empty box. A whole lot of stuff. There are color blasts, so that would be our case hit we'd be looking for. Other than that, so all right, here we go for Live Golf. Fireballs are kicking us off with Sergio Garcia. You got a mojo or no, it's a speckle. Sergio Garcia, Dustin Johnson for the Aces captains. Ironheads, Danny Lee. Legion 8, John Raham. Smash, Jason Kokrak. Crushers, there's one here for you, Kelsey. Silver Crushers. Who's on that team? But how about for the High Flyers? Phil Mickelson on the speckle. Very nice. And then Aces, Dustin Johnson. That's a nice one, too. That is numbered to 299. Phil Mickelson kicking us off here with a good start. Reminder, baseball mini closes. Let me actually comment that real quick. Let's put baseball mini closes in 20 minutes. Baseball mini closes in 25 minutes. 22.50 a spot with 5 left. All right. Just want to put that up there. So I'll run those minis before we do NBA, so that way people can see their teams and maybe do some trading. Let's leave this one up. All right. Let's get the Aces one. That's a nice looking Aces. Quite a Masters yesterday, man. Yeah, no, that's for the High Flyers. You had the Silver Crushers. High Flyers went to Miker. Man, Masters yesterday was Rory tried to throw that one away. God, I was so confident that he was going to win, and I threw that $15 at him, and he misses that putt on the 18th green. It's like, holy cow. Orange or gold we might have. Well, that one's for you, Kelsey. There's the Crushers 4-spot. Bryson DeChambeau, who was actually on the squad with Rory, or on the last group with Rory. And apparently Rory never said a word to him the entire round. Anirban Lairi, Charles Howell III, and Paul Casey. Thomas Peters for the Range Goats. Phil Mickelson again for the Captains. Very nice. Going for the High Flyers. Brooks Koepka for the Smash. Jacon Neiman for Torque, Statistical Leaders. Silver Charles Howell III for the Crushers. Very nice. Another silver coming up. Majestics. Nice silver there. And then Pat Perez is 4 aces. That is numbered to 1 of 10. That was a gold. 1 of 10. Very nice. Going to aces. Aces going to Barry Humphries a second. Very nice. Did I tag him? Very nice. Man, those are 2 good numbered cards kind of coming out. The Phil Mickelson and the... Is he like violently against them? Violently I use very loosely. I didn't know. I was trying to figure out if he was pro or against. Well, apparently the 2 guys are friends, but I guess he was just so hell-bent on that Masters. That's why he didn't say anything to him. He was very quiet. I've seen people play tournaments like that. And it just annoys the hell out of people, especially when it's just like an amateur tournament or something, or like a club championship and people get that way. I knew a guy when I worked at a golf course. He put his headphones in and he did not talk to anybody in the foursome for the club championship. And it was pissing off the other 3 golfers because he was so just like gone. Lucas Herbert for the Rippers, he was a little bit of a head case. So Cameron Smith, captains for the Rippers, but you can't even see their name. Adrian Maronk for the Cleeks. I probably said the name wrong. Sergio Garcia for the Fireballs. Brendan Steele, High Flyers. Silver Stinger, Dean Burstmeister. Kevin Na, captains for... God, you can't even read that down there. Ironheads. Wow, that's the emblem in the corner, and I could not tell that. And Paul Casey, Dominance. All right. Here we go. Rippers, Jones Smith, Leishman, and Herbert. Still haven't had our auto yet, and we've already got 2 more packs left after this one. Richard Bland, rookie for the Cleeks. Khalil Smoja for the Cleeks. Matt Jones, Ripper. Legion 8, Hatton, Rom, Vincent, and Surratt. That guy for the Fireballs, the rookie Fireball. Oh, nice. Henrik Stenson, blue. We got another blue. Dominance, Dean Burstmeister to 99, 86 of 99, and 50 of 99. It's funny. I actually with the golf course I worked at, had a guy named Paul Casey. Not the same person. So it's always weird hearing Paul Casey. I'm like, I know that guy. It's just not the same guy. All right. 2 packs left. Still need an auto. I have a feeling it's going to be in this pack. David Puig, Martin Kamer, Mark Leishman. Cisco leaders, Cameron Smith. We have a green mojo? Since when do we have mojos that are green? That's going to be our auto. That is Kozuma for the Ironheads. That one's going to Ricky. Took that one. That is 43 of 54. What an odd number. 3 rounds of golf, that is? There's the auto. Range Goat statistical leaders, Legion 8, Caleb Surratt, and Ironhead, Scott Vincent. All right. Last pack. Crushers. Crushers are your group. John Ram, Aces, Johnson, Perez, Werner, and Reed. Scott Vincent for the Ironheads. John Ram for the Legion 8. Ram. Luis Osterhusen for Stingers. Sergio Garcia, Silver Captains. Silver Gramey McDowell, and a Prismatic Gramey McDowell. That is your Live Golf. Kind of started off good, but kind of fizzled towards the end there. But it's all right. I mean, it was a very, very inexpensive break. All right. Recap. Eugenio Chakara, Phil Mickelson, captain. Charles House, Silver Crushers, captains. Dustin Johnson, Aces, Silver Crushers. Dean Burmester to 99. That one down better. Hendrik Stenson to 99 for the Majestics. The auto was that guy for the Ironheads. And then your 2 best cards could be the Phil Mickelson Speckle to 299 and the Pat Perez 4 Aces to 1 of 10. And that is Live Golf. All right, NBA is coming up, but I'm running the random for baseball. So the mini will be closed as soon as I go in there and start closing it. And then all the payments are in, so I don't need to worry about chasing anybody. I saw a thing. We were supposed to get like thunderstorms or something tonight, but I don't know if that's still true or not. Just like this. Slide that right there. All right. So let me gonna run. All right. I'm gonna close this, reopen it, make sure there's no other comments that came through for the mini. All right. Mini has no other comments in it that I can see. Everyone is paid that was needing to be paid, so I am closing it out. So it's a 7-spot mini. There's 7 spots in the main. They're all going to go in the order that I have the minis listed in the break. All right, so I'm going to claim spot 5, 6, 8, 11, and 12. All right. 50-50 for Mega Baseball break. Running the random right now. And then I'm going to run the random for the teams. All right. Running this random. Any closed running random. All right, here we go. 3 6-sided dice, 14 entries. Top 7 get spots. 2, 3, 5. 10 times. Good luck, everyone who's in this. And here's your fallout. All right. So the top 7 spots were myself, Barry, Ricky, Sean, Ricky, and me. So I got 3 out of the 7 spots. All right. So we're gonna go to the main break. Oh, I gotta actually hit enter. Both mini spots actually got in. Wow. That's wild. All right. That $8 mini I thought was a good value for what you were getting in that one. I mean, for $8, I figured, heck, well, that would be definitely something in my mind. I'd be like, well, hell, I'll throw in $8 to give a swing at that. All right. So sorry, David. Well, at least you do have spots in the main break, though, so at least it wasn't a total wash. All right, let me get these updated. So oops, that's Barry Humphrey. So I get spot 1, Barry gets spot 2, Ricky gets spot 3. It gets the hose or it puts the lotion on the skin. And then OHB, Sean Stickle. Ricky again. And I got the bottom. I got the bookends here. All right. That's been updated. We're going over to the main break. Gonna run this random. All right. So running the random for the big baseball break. Put this up on the NBA so we can see that for the 5 at the NBA. So you all have that to see. All right, there's your 5 for that. No Marlins for you.
Yeah, I've definitely had those ones where it's like you can't believe you've had so many spots and you've completely swung and missed. Actually, I think the last mini I had like half the spots and I ended up on the bottom on all of them. I was like, oof, that was rough. All right. Let's get the teams in. Kathy, if you get the Marlins, I will trade you for the Marlins. I can't say that necessarily for everybody else, but all right. Mega baseball break. 3 6-sided dice. At least 5. 6, 4, 4. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put the link in the break so you all can see it. All right. And there it is. Copy link. This is a multi-year break. So keep that in mind when you have your team, that it's a lot of variation in this one. All right. So I'm going to read off the teams here real quick, and then I'll post this in the comments section. That and wrong one. That. Kelsey gets the Yankees. You're all right, and then this is going in the comment section. Trades are open until break runs. All right, so trading is open. I'll see if I can post this in here. Let's see. I know that's probably a lot of an eyesore to look at. Kathy, you got the Rays, which actually is not bad because you've got Junior Caminero chances there. Who is the Marlins? Miker was the Marlins, which in the draft stuff is not that bad. All right. Man, we got 17 people on tonight. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. I extend my sincerest gratitude. All right. Got to extend this out a little bit. It's doing this thing where it makes a square on me, and then I got to do this. I hate when it does this. Oh, that's true. David is a big time Rays fan. Your other team is Rays and Angels. David has Nationals and Orioles. I know what I would do with a trade for. All right, I'm going to tag. Well, you're in this one because, well, you're in the next one because you got the. All right. Now I got to do the tags for NBA. NBA Monopoly. Man, this case has been absolutely great. I have no complaints. I have no complaints about how well this NBA break has been. I think the value has by far been there. And Brad. I just think this is the most people I've had in a regular break night in a while. Maybe ever. I don't know what that says, but I mean, hey, it means we're growing. All right. TJ. All right. I think that's everyone. All right. NBA. So, our lucky entry that got the Lakers is Paul Seymour. So he's the Lakers, so he'll go in the list. And then our 5 for the Spurs is Jaw, Anthony Tunzi, Anthony Carlucci, and then Rich Schaefer. Padres aren't a bad team to have. All right, so Kathy takes O's and David takes Rays. Got it. I will mark that down. Making the change right now. That was the trade that I would have suggested. That's the one I would have taken in that. The Padres, I think, have a couple good prospects in the Bowman boxes. Yeah, so we're doing NBA right now, but I did the random for baseball. All right, here we go. Kelsey, your teams were Yankees and hold on. I missed something here. I make me second guess myself. Kelsey, you only had one team. Because you didn't claim any in this, and you had gotten the spot from the mini. So you only got one team in the baseball. Yeah, you just have one. All right, we're going to do NBA. Jaws got the first one for the Spurs. Twins are not a bad team to have, Hector. Walker Jenkins. I think Bowman Chrome. I think he was one of the chase ones there. So Twins aren't a bad team to have. And Marlins just always hitting freaking prospect products. Always hit. So that's the thing. When I did this was like, when I put this set together for baseball, I tried to do it where every team got something. Like there's a chance for something for everybody was kind of where I was trying to go with it. Hey, Kelsey or Chad, if you get a big Padres card and Dennis gets a Reds card that you like, there's always a possibility you could do trade for cards on stuff too. Ooh, we got a shimmer. We got a gold shimmer. Or it's an orange one, though, like $2.99, and it completely throws me off. I wanted to see one of those Color Blasters cards. Sorry, Money Blast cards. We will have one more round of this up tomorrow. It might only be 4 boxes for that. But I might try to see if I can get a fifth one. They were not from a case. They were basically purchased loose. All right, here we go. I don't know why, but it looked like there was a bunch of things in here. But all right. Hey, kicking it off right ahead, right at the out of the gate. Stephen Castle for Jaw. Did you get my package yet today, Chad? Rob Dillingham for the Timberwolves on the free parking. Very nice. Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Jokic, Jason Tatum, Jalen Williams for the Thunder, DeAndre Ayton, Devin Carter for the Kings, Charles Barkley, silver for the 76ers, Donovan Mitchell, Reed Shepherd, Jamal Murray, I believe so. I mean, you've got Trout as a choice, obviously. I'm going to put the shimmer. We're going to run the shimmer in the back. We'll do that one last. Franz Wagner, Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, Isaiah Collier, Bub Carrington, Jaren Jackson Jr., Cade Cunningham, Jimmy Butler. Back to the LaMelo. Well, it's 2023 product, too. You got to keep in mind. It's 2023 Series, too. All right, we got a shimmer. It's a rookie. That is going to be, oh, that is a good one. Reed Shepherd on the shimmer. I think that's an orange shimmer, but I could be wrong. It is an orange shimmer. To 500, but that was one of the ones I think people were saying that's a good one to have. So that one's going to the Houston Rockets. Not bad right there. Reed Shepherd on the shimmer. Reed Shepherd, I think, is kind of right behind Stephen Castle. All right. Yeah, I mean, basically, it'd have to be the only one. Yeah, I mean, we have some 2024 in there, but we did go back because there's a Series 2 jumbo to 2023. All right, that's Jaws. Okay, Anthony Toonsy's next up for the Spurs. Probably going to do the blasters first. I don't know. I got to figure out what order I want to do all that stuff. Empty box. 28 hits ain't bad. I don't know. We have had, I mean, solid box choices tonight for breaks. Cheap, inexpensive golf. Good rate of return on NBA basketball. Hell, that white Jaden McMillan or McCain would have paid for the entire case potentially. So yeah, so the top 5 in the random each got the Spurs. They were the giveaway team in this. So instead of one person getting the Spurs, 5 people get the Spurs. They just get the Spurs for 1 box instead of all 5 boxes. I don't know if you had caught on with that, but like with some of these breaks, instead of having one person having that team for the entire, I increased your odds in a break to get the best team by breaking it down into boxes or packs. So like when we did the Commanders in the Deca box, instead of giving somebody the whole box with the Commanders, I did 2 packs each for people. Apparently he is. Apparently he's way up there. But we pulled the white millionaire cards. We pulled like a really exclusive. We got another shimmer coming up. Tell you, the rate of return on this is good. Franz Wagner, Jamal Murray, free parking, Cade Cunningham, Jimmy Butler, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bub Carrington, LaMelo on the free parking, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, RJ Barrett, silver, Kuminga,
James Harden, Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant. We're going to put that shimmer in the back. That is a red millionaire shimmer. Scoot Henderson, Brunson, Towns. Hopefully going to lead us to a championship. Garland, Victor Wembanyama going to Anthony. Brandon Miller, Tyrese Halliburton, De'Aaron Fox, Cameron Johnson, back to the Kevin Durant, and your red shimmer. Hey, there you go, Justin. Rookie. Charles Barkley, millionaire red shimmer. 31 of 100. Hey, you picked one up there for the 76ers. I mean, we haven't pulled a number out of every box, but darn near close to it. I mean, yeah, you got a lot of boxes that are kind of pack cards that are kind of throwaways, but all right. Anthony Carlucci has the next 2 boxes for the Spurs. Empty box. All right. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Railroads? White railroads? There's something good. Man, this case. Oh, hey, I'd love to pull some 101s. Actually, so everyone's aware, Bowman Chrome, we do have a couple Chrome boxes in this break. It has to be a top product. It has to be a Chrome card. But if we hit a Superfractor bounty for break credit is $340 right now. What the hell is it? It is a white running millionaire. What is that numbered to? It might not be known. Mr. Monopoly. I think that's what that is. Legends running Mr. Monopoly. Okay. That's what that is. Okay. I was kind of curious. I know, it was weird. I was like, what the heck? All right, here we go. Jalen Tyson, rookie. Patrick Ewing, free parking. Very nice. Jared McCain, very nice for the 76ers. Draymond Green, DeMar DeRozan, Nicholas Claxton, free parking. Yao Ming. Jalen Green, Michael Porter Jr., Silver, Tijan Saloon, rookie for the Hornets. Klay Thompson, Matisse Bazulis, Ron Holland. Is he protecting it? Nope. Khalil Ware. We're going to move that to the back. Correct. The whole precedence behind it is I've never pulled a Superfractor. I've pulled 101s, but never a Superfractor. So, Cody Williams, John Morant, Paolo Banchero, Zach Reisher, Zion Williamson, Giannis, Alex Sarr for the Wizards, LeBron, Chet Holmgren, and here we go with the running millionaire. It is a rookie. Khalil Ware. Weird. How ironic.
with the running Mr. Monopoly. That's a cool looking card. It's one of the non-numbered ones, but that was a cool looking short print. The running millionaire. Running Mr. Monopoly, I mean. Right, exactly. And that's the thing was the 101 I hit the other night, like we hit one out of 3 and 2. You hit the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander one. But those didn't count because I wanted it to be a superfractor. Right, so that would have been if I had kept that box, that would have been the one that got a superfractor, and I'd never be doing this bounty. So it's everyone's benefit. I mean, every time basically we do a Topps Chrome break that has potential for superfractors, and we don't get a superfractor, I up the bounty by another $5. So it was last at $335, and now it's at $340. So someone's going to at least get $340 in break credit, if not more. All right, Anthony Carlucci has this again, empty box. Figures my wife was looking for Trophy tonight, and go figure, it's the one night he's not in the breaks. Yeah, I mean that made it awesome. You know, to have them get a chance to see that, get that. Sorry, that's awesome. Hey, I open packs 3 times a week. I have nothing to complain about. I have more than my fair share of chances. So, I mean, if it wasn't for you all, I'd have no chance. Well, it's like, who cares, right? If anything, you should do is they still have it. They should try to make the rainbow and try to find all of the other numbered parallels, because it's not a big name, and those other numbered parallels wouldn't be that expensive to get. All right, here we go. God, I feel like I see something, but I think it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. All right, Chris Middleton, Anthony Edwards, free parking, RJ Barrett, Zach LaVine, Devin Booker, Tim Duncan silver for the Spurs. So that one goes to Anthony. Saloon, Doncic, Shaq, Iverson, Cameron Johnson silver, Pascal Siakam, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Bradley Beal, Trae Young, silver Charles. Oh, nope, that's not silver. I thought it was silver. Charles Barkley, Tim Duncan again, Rob Dillingham, Julius Randle, Zach Edey, that's a good one. Brandon Miller, free parking, Jacoby Walter, and Joel Embiid. I mean, these go to a game. I actually collected a bunch of these and tried to make the set. We still have not yet to play the Monopoly NBA Prism game. All right, so that's Anthony's. All right, last box. This is going to Rich Schaefer for the Spurs. Yeah, every 5 boxes, we've had, I think, one pretty big card. I'm trying to remember what it was last break. Come on. Money Blast. All right. Rich Schaefer with the Spurs, and then we will move on to baseball. Hey, I figure I'm not doing too bad on time right now. There was a part of my brain that said, just move it to another night. You're going to destroy yourself. Looks like we got another shimmer. Unless it's a free parking. But I was like, nah, they're all quick boxes. They're not going to take long. I wish I had the bankroll that Nick has this week with all the stuff that's coming out. Optic first off the line tomorrow. Just pretty wild how much stuff is coming out. I didn't see it. I don't know. I don't pay much attention to baseball in the early part of the season. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, you were at the game. That was fun.
That's cool. All right, we do have a shimmer. I think it's going to be one of the orange ones again, the 500, but still. Damian Lillard, Jacoby Walter, free parking, nice. Anthony Davis, James Harden, Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant, Zach LaVine, free parking. Jonathan Kuminga, Karl Anthony Towns, Trae Young, silver. Wemby, so everybody got some spur. Scoot Henderson, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson. We'll just go right for it. Man, Jalen Green hits all the time for us here. Jalen Green, number to 500, 178 of 500. Man, these cards look nice. These Shimmer Millionaires, they're nice looking cards. I heard that he had a grand slam on bobblehead night. He's getting too valuable for the Reds, Chad. They're going to dump him. They're going to trade him. They can't hold on to that. That's what my buddy would tell me. He's like, they can't hold on to that. He's too good. That's fine. Autocorrect. I got what you meant. All right. Rest of NBA. Darius Garland, RJ Barrett, Brandon Miller, DeAndre Fox, Cameron Johnson, Zach Edey for the Grizz, very nice. Tristan Da Silva, Joel Embiid, and DeJounte Murray rounds it out for NBA. Not bad. I think our first run was probably the best, and then I'd say the first 10 were probably the best, for sure. All right. All right, I'll do a recap here real quick. Just noting a card here. And then this was Anthony Tunzi's. And these are Anthony Carlucci's. I must be doing something right with the card shop in Leonardtown, because we're getting a lot of people asking about the card show coming up. Oh, it would take the value. Absolutely. Well, not necessarily. Depends where he goes. If they did. Send him to the Dodgers. They don't have enough money to spend yet. All right, let me get the baseball up. I'm just going to do the recap. Hold on. Recap NBA. My bad. Zach Edey base. DeJane Saloon, silver rookie for the Hornets. Red Shimmer Millionaire, 76ers, Charles Barkley, 31 and 100. Rob Dillingham, free parking. Jacoby Walter, free parking. Jalen Green and Reed Shepard, both numbered to 500. And Khalil Ware, running man. All right, now I'll get all the baseball stuff going. Probably start with those. Figuring I'm probably going to finish with Bowman Chrome. There's the jumbo. Charizard, I'm going to kick you over here. Probably going to finish with that. And then here's the rest. Huh. Interesting. I got tired of the games with the careers because, I don't know, it just felt like it got stale, but that was just for me. Yeah, my son, we gave my son a Charizard EX box, and that had it in it. He wanted me to have it. So, all right, I'm going to do the tags and get the sheet set up here. Yeah, he opened a bunch of packs. I don't know if anyone who's into Pokemon knows. So we pulled these two. We actually got one of those prismatic evolutions. I thought this was like a really good one and a really high level one, but apparently there's like a more rarer version of this. I don't understand that. But that's a Master Ball because of the Master Balls in the center. It's weird. So we're going to send those to grading for Ethan. Figured he'd like that. He's got a couple graded cards. All right.
Also, great WrestleMania weekend on the way in Las Vegas. Of course, Friday going to be a very special day for Pat and I. Pat's got a show in the morning, a kickoff show in the afternoon, SmackDown tonight, and of course, the Hall of Fame. Pat and I, the honor to host this year's event on Saturday. Stand to deliver NXT.
Barry and Billy. Miker, Hector, Kathy, Frankie, David, Dennis, Paul, John, Lori, Kelsey. We had a big spread of folks in this one, which is very nice. There's Trophy's name. I figured he was somewhere in here. All right, there's everyone's names. I'll do this real quick. Share. Copy link.
The new day takes on the Monday Night War Raiders on WrestleMania Saturday. Rey Mysterio's 13th WrestleMania. He plans to embarrass and expose El Grande Americano. These two go one-on-one at WrestleMania.
All right. I gotta fix this list here. So I'm going to stack these side by side, so it's going to look a little weird, but I'm trying to make it where the whole thing fits inside the box. So do like this, put a border around it. We got a Pokemon show we're doing actually at the card shop this Saturday. So that should be fun. Oh, I mean, the Pokemon stuff now is basically like how it was back in 2020, where people are just absolutely hounding it. And I don't know. I think it's almost a little bit sadder because kids actually enjoy Pokemon, and it's like just completely taking it away from them. And I don't even understand, like, I guess I just don't fully understand even what the big chases even are, which is what bugs me. I actually had, I should show you guys my phone real quick. That actually might look okay. See, how's that look? Hey, that looks pretty good. Not bad. So, one of my coworkers came over. He found his old Pokemon cards. Check what. This is what he. This is what he had. So he had this, that. That was one of the ones I thought was more expensive. This one. Pair of that Snorlax was actually pretty decent. This one I told him, I said, that's probably one of the ones that's your most value because that was a first edition Machamp. That's also one I thought was really valuable to him because that's the Team Rocket Dark Dragonite. That's the one. And then he had this. But what's so sad about this is you can see it right there. There's like a crease in the card. And unfortunately, the back of most of these cards is all, like, you can see the whiting around all the edges. It was such a shame. All right. Yeah, because I think that was one of those ones where, like, the Machamp was, like, right out front, right? Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Because, like, you can't do anything. You couldn't even use that in the game. I looked some of them up, and I guess valuable is kind of relative, right? So, how do you know when it's shadowless? I don't understand this. Someone's got... You all educate me while I rip baseball cards. All right. Because I'm trying to understand this from looking at... Yeah, that's what I remember. Because I'm trying to look at this when my son opens cards, like which ones are valuable and which ones aren't. I don't understand it. That's why I'm struggling with it. By the way, to go back, I think it's more like he just enjoys opening cards with each other. Sometimes do sports cards too. But we thought the Pokemon was kind of a little more up his alley because he can understand that a little bit better. I just like opening cards with him. All right, I'm just going to rip both blasters open. There's one empty box. All right, let me go through the teams real quick. The background color would be more bold. Interesting. That's kind of wild because I never would have guessed that. Interesting.
Like, I struggle with some of those. I mean, they're not in the. He had some that were in okay condition, but nothing would have graded for a 10. We were doing a show this weekend, and I told him to come out to the show and just try to see if he could sell them. Yeah, he said he had like four 2-row boxes worth of Pokemon. I told him, I said, look for anything with the first edition on it. I said, that's where everything is. But it's like, how many of us actually, when we had them as kids or were growing up with them, I mean, people played the game, right? Throwing them on the table, and you were doing all sorts of things with them. Yeah, see, I won't touch Pokemon really because I don't know anything about it. I know zero. So I will just be so... You'd buy the Snorlax? I mean, I can tell them that. Tell me what the offer is, and I can send you pictures of it. Like, I was trying to figure out which ones would sell at like PSA 7s or 6s or 5s. I probably should have just done a video chat with you on the... Well, I can't ignore that because it just came out of the pack. Wow. Manual Kloss, 3 out of 5. Okay. I just like look at the pack. I'm like, okay, I can't just ignore that. It just showed up. I'm not going to stick it in the pile again. Well, son of a gun. Huh. They do the parallels in that. They did it in that. Spring training. Well, that was a hell of a start. Let's just start off with a number to 5 card. Why don't we? Dang. All right, so I'm going to do the blasters. Then I'm going to do Prospect Edition. Then I'm going to do Leaf Baseball, Bowman, Series 2 2023, and we're going to finish with Bowman Chrome. All right. Me. I was like, oh, well, that's a good start for me. Hurst and Waldrop. So we'll do kind of like, we'll go through the base when it focuses. Reese Hines. Bronx Bombers, Miguel Vargas, stars of the MLB. Hey, nice James Wood for the Nationals there on the throwback. I'm not going to stand that one because we've got a lot of cards that are going to hit a stand. So unless it's a 3 of 5 or a 4 of 5 or something out of 5 or 10 or less. All right. Sweeney, Angel Martinez, Jose Altuve, Astros, Tatis, James Wood again, He did not have a good, or no, Dylan Cruz is the one that had a really rough start. It was like 0 for something for like, he was the only active player with a 0 batting average. Adele Amador for the Rockies on the shimmer. Good pace on breaks tonight. I'm actually happy with the pace. Kind of been moving through it. I just don't want to drag you all out on your time. I mean, you all have work and you have time and it gets late. I do have the Guardians. He was asking who had him. It was me. Kobe Mayo, rookie. It's probably not. I don't. It's a vet, so I don't know how much that's actually worth. Jose Barrios, Juan Soto. Basically, any card I pull is probably for sale. Freddie Furman. I will tell you specifically if it's not for sale, if it's something for me. Armstrong, Kellenic, Ellie De La Cruz, and Freddie Furman. All right, that was blaster number 1. And let's go number 2. I think when we get later, my Heritage high number should be coming as well. So Clay Holmes, Cavadas, DJ Hers, Brett Lauder, Amador, Aaron Judge, who got named the World Baseball Classic Team USA captain. Matt Chapman. Kobe Mayo, rookie. As soon as I flip this over, it's going to go back the other way. Baldwin. Witz. Lindor. Garver. So we got 29 hits now because of that numbered card. Jeffers, Call to the Hall, Stan Musial, Bobby Witt, Blanco, Diaz, Blackman, DeSantos, Casey Mize, Vlad Jr. for the Blue Jays, Mookie Betts, Rafaela, Dance, Schwallenbach, Green. Looks like I might have one of the 2025 cards. I don't understand why it loses the zoom, why it loses the focus. Kim, Hader, Rodriguez, CJ Abrams. That should be the 1293 to 2025. Nolan Arenado, Andrew Benintendi, Rendon, Warren, Jackson Holiday, Ben Rice, Ryan, River Ryan. And 227 to 250, Xavier Edwards. I told y'all, Marlins hit. Xavier Edwards for the Marlins going to Hector, I think it was. I think Hector had the Marlins, did he? Well, Miker's got the Marlins. Hector has the Twins. Oh, Xavier Edwards to 250. See, this one's not the training camp or spring training.
Brooks Lee, Jose Ramirez, McDermott, Kloss, Stott, Rogers, Nico Cavadas, rookie hollow, Paul Skeen, star of the MLB, King, Shook, Hayes, Rodriguez, Ichiro, and Shohei Ohtani for the Dodgers. And that's the blasters. Now we're going to get into some autographs. The 3 boxes here, the Bowman, the Topps, and the Chrome, are all ones that I had put away in the safe for a rainy day. So, oh, I was like, why did that just freeze? So it'll be interesting on how long that particular box has been sitting there for and what's been hiding inside of it. That's been a couple years. All right, Prospect Edition. We're going to get 6 autographs coming out of this. And maybe a Kaboom. Who knows? Sean Sullivan, Cam Cannonitti, Braylon Daughtry for the Guardians. That's numbered 31 of 99. Dylan Cruz, Domination for the Nationals. Ethan Anderson. First autograph, Brock Porter for the Texas Rangers, followed by a Clemmy and a Burkholder. First auto coming out for the Rangers. All right, pack 2. Drew Beam, Max Muncy for the A's. Colton Ledbetter for the Rays. 199, number to 199. The Tampa Bay Rays going to David Samuels. Seaver King for the Nats. Hector Rodriguez to 299 for the Reds. Next auto, Jerron DeBerry. Auto for the Milwaukee Brewers, JD Gonzalez and Seaver King. We're going to have a lot to recap on this one. A lot to recap. I would like to see a second Kaboom come out of the case. I'm not holding my breath if there's going to be, but I would definitely love to see a second one come out of the case. I'm just happy we got one. All right, we've got Mojo coming up here. Jackson Wiggins, Christian Scott, Parker Smith for the Houston Astros, and Mojo, that is numbered 15 of 25. Houston Astros, that one's going out to Laurie Thompson. Parker Smith to 25. Very nice. Doesn't beat the low numbered one up there, but I'll take Mr. Xavier Edwards down for now.
But Parker's going to come down pretty quick, probably. All right. And then we have Focus. Trey Savage for the Blue Jays. Charlie Condon for the Rockies. Next auto for the San Diego Padres. Tyson Neighbors. Autograph. Padres on the board. That one's going out to Chad. All right. And so a Trey Savage and a Sid Finch. They have dual autographs, they have dual autographs on this product. And God, I would love to see one of those come out too. I know I'm being greedy. I mean, I only want to see a 101, a case hit, a superfractor, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. I think that's totally reasonable. All right, next one. For the Baltimore Orioles, Silas Ardonin, Cam Smith, Yohandy Morales for the Washington Nationals. Not numbered. Jared Thomas, I think it's a Rocky. Sean Sullivan for the Rockies to 99. And we have a redemption. I don't hold my breath on these redemptions. So JP Langevin, Ivan Luciano. We'll slightly slow roll it. But we're not going to. No marinade on these redemptions because they have not necessarily proven to be monsters like they are in some other products. That looks like Paul Skeens. All right, so baseball prospect edition. Oh, is that a 101 or is that a 5? Oh my. Okay. Hold on. Break Ninja. Let's see if prospect edition's in here. Nope. All right. I guess I'm going to back it. I'm pretty sure because this is a Panini product, that might be a 1 of 1. Google. Prospect edition checklist. I'm trying to confirm that gold vinyls are 1 of 1s here. Gold vinyls. Platinum. Platinum are 1 of 1s. Well, is that true for all? No. Gold vinyls are 1 of 1s. Which one is this? This is franchise future signatures. This is autos. Hold on. This might be a 1 of 1, y'all. Oh my. First round signature checklist. First round. Franchise future signatures gold vinyl. Nope. Then what is it? Gold checklist, gold pulsar. This is a 1 of 1. Holy cow. Okay, 1 of 1. Future franchise signatures, 1 of 1. Hold on to your butts. We've got a big one, maybe. Gold vinyl, card 15. Brandon Spratt, which is going to the New York Mets. I'm not going to say who had that. Brandon Spratt, 1 of 1. And that is the 7th 1 of 1 we've hit this year. One of 1. I don't know who Brandon Spratt is, but that's a 1 of 1. Not too shabby. I know we got a couple of Mets fans in the group too. Marking it down. That is our 7th 1 of 1 this year. Of course I leave my pen over there. Why not? I'm not saying. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't plan that. I think that's the first 1 of 1 I've hit for myself. I'm thinking about that now. I think that is my first 1 of 1 I've actually pulled for myself. Every 1 of 1 I think I've pulled for you all. Where did my pen went? Pens disappear in here like crazy. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Well then. Moving along. Damn. Yeah, go figure how long this one's going to take to get. I don't know who Brandon Spratt is, but I mean, cool. Gino Grover, Chase Davis, Kyle Teal for the Red Sox, not numbered. Sebastian Walcott for the Rangers. Griff O'Farrell, 8 of 25. That one's going to the Orioles. Dang. We're hitting the low numbers in this break so far. We've got a 5. We've got 2 to 25. We got a 101. Man, I'm going to tell you, y'all hit a good break to get into because we're hitting all the low numbers right now. 8 of 25. I mean, I'll put that up here for now. It's probably going to get knocked off, but I mean, I'm going to probably knock off some of those autos. For the Colorado Rockies, how about a Sean Sullivan autograph? There is. You got to be more patient there. We've only gone through 2 blaster boxes so far. We've barely got into any of the hits. Like, we're only box 1 into the ones that actually have autographs. There's a whole lot more coming. I'm going to put that to the side. Yohandy Morales. And there was Yankees in the blasters because I saw Ben Rice. Noble Meyer. And there we go. Blake Dunn for the Reds. Kadeem Diwad. Luke Holman for the Reds. Nolan Schultz for the Chicago, one of those teams. Luke Keschel to 299 for the Twins. And a Kendall George for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Whining for luck. Got it. You know, that's the hard part. Sometimes I can't tell if people are whining for they're whining for whining or whining for luck. You gotta make it more obvious it's whining for luck to me. Kendall George to 75 for the Dodgers. Dodgers going out to Paul Seymour. It's a good team to get. I mean, there's really not. I think there's a bad team in this. Kendall George. It keeps changing focus. That's annoying me. I wonder if it's because there's so many boxes in the background. I have to hold them out here. Kendall George to 75. And Luke Keschel for the Twins. I'm always out of focus. I have ADHD. There's no such thing as focus with me. I'm all over the place. Ask me to do one thing, I'll do 10 things. Daniel, when I started doing this, he said he never wanted to do more than one break in a night, or post more than one break. Rockies and Ryan Clifford for the Mets. And I told him, why not? I said, it's not that bad. What am I up to now? 4, sometimes 5 breaks in a night. I mean, it's a little cumbersome. I should mention, y'all, please feel free to leave notes in payments. That helps me a ton. I am not worried about anybody shutting down our accounts or anything like that. That's not on the risk factor. I forgot I could have just looked back here. Yeah, I forgot I could have just looked back there. I kept thinking it was a Topps product. Empty box. Actually, the only Panini product we have in this break. I do have a box of Select Baseball coming. All right. All right. Ryan Lasco, Kellen Lindsay for the Dodgers, Hagen Smith, prepping for the pros. Another Mojo. Arun Namala for the Blue Jays. That's a good one. To 199. Tyson Lewis for the Reds. That should be to 30, I think. To 25, I mean. 2 of 25. Tyson Lewis for the Reds. Oh, not too bad. Actually, I think we're doing good pace right now. Apparently, I hit myself a 101 card for the first time ever. I don't think I've ever... Lisa, I don't think I've ever actually pulled a 101 for myself. I think I've always pulled it for everyone else. I think that's the first 101 I've actually pulled for myself. All right. Well, DeBerry's gone. So, I mean, that's cool. Who's got the fire hands now? Lisa, we were talking about how you have the hottest hands earlier. You can't see I'm smiling right now. I did. It's right there. 101. Drew Thorpe for the White Sox and a Paul Skeens. I'll take it to bed with me tonight. It's like, oh, Billy Baru. Oh, 101. She'll be like, who the hell's Brandon Sporat? Why are you dreaming about him? I don't know. I don't know what he looks like. All right. Come on. Caleb Bonemer, Francisco Valor for the Yankees, Ivan Luciano for the Diamondbacks. There it is. Gold vinyl 101. Oh, you weren't caught up fully? We'll get with the times. And that time is like, 30 seconds later. Boston Red Sox, Peyton Toole. Braylon Payne to 199. And a Mac Hovarth for the Tampa Bay Rays. I got to redeem that one. Pull it for myself. I was so we've done so many of these boxes, and that is numbered 299. And those redemptions have been such a disappointment. And I don't know who that is. I mean, could have been Paul Skeens, that would have been nicer, or some of the other big names like Dylan Cruz or Bazana. And then to get that, I was like, okay, we'll do that. Neighbors is coming down. We're going to put numbered stuff up here. We're going to put good stuff up here. Josh Noth for the Brewers and Yandel Ricardo for the Royals. Actually, I have a couple things I need to redeem before Panini basically goes out of business. All right. Here we go. Grant Shepherdson for the Marlins. Macklem Moore. Yeah, it's an auto. For the Rangers, Mike Bove 19 and 99 for the Brewers. Nick McLean for the White Sox, I think. Seaver King for the Nationals. Jerron DeBerry to 49 for the Brewers. And then a Miles Naylor for the Oakland A's. Actually, I think that one's pretty decent. $24.49 for the Brew Crew. And then the Bove to 99 was also for the Brewers. Only one of one you've ever seen pulled? Really? Have you missed out on some of the breaks we've been doing? Where we pulled them this year? We've had 7 101s this year. Thought you were in some of these. Naylor for the A's. That is not numbered. Oh, by the way, if we have college players or high school players that are undrafted in this product for Leaf, I am going to random it for people who did not get an autograph to give chances. I'm going to do one random for all the ones for the undrafted players for everybody that did not get an autograph. So if you have 2 or 3 teams, that counts as one. If you got one autograph between them, it's for anybody in a spot. Oh, one you've pulled. That guy and Jacob Melton for the Astros. So that way everybody kind of gets a chance. They're an auto. So I may have to run that random after the break, but I might just check here and I can just highlight real quickly and see who. I mean, I could probably go right now and I can just say. So for right now, autographs. I should say autographs are big pulls. We've Guardians are out. That's Format Painter. Okay. Crapola. There it is. All right. Nope, that's the wrong one. Son of a gun. Guardians. Yellow. All right, so Guardians have gotten one. Astros have gotten a hit. So that takes Brewers and Mets out of play, obviously, because Mets also got a hit. Reds got a hit. So that's Dennis. Dodgers got a hit. Rays got a hit. Which means that means David's spots are out. So is Paul Seymour's spots. We'll go with that for right now because I don't remember the other autos. Oakland A's. All right, Sean Stickles up. All right. So I'll try to keep that up to date. So if we do pull any of those and we don't have an auto for those, that's who's going to get randomed. If everybody gets a big hit, then it's random to everybody. Vivas, Parker Smith for the Astros, Zach Deloche for the Chicago, one of those teams, to 199. I have to look that up. Christian Moore for the Angels on the ping. Kalen Culpepper for the Twins. And a Cooper Pratt for the Brewers to 149. Jesus Baez and Caden Grice. All right. I said I pulled 3 top loader packs, and I said we should be good for the whole night. I'm questioning that right now. I feel like I'm going to end up opening another top loader pack.
Well, you're still in the running for some high school players, I guess. Bryce Cunningham for one of the New York teams. Owen Hall for the Tigers. Orlando Martinez for the Los Angeles. I'd have to look. Orlando Martinez. Tommy White for the A's. Heston Kjerstad to 299. Fenwick Tremble for the Marlins. Marlins are out now. All right. Ugh. Sorry. Oh, Padres had a hit too. I thought there was a Rockies auto we had. Could be wrong. I saw we had a Rockies auto. Padres. Minnesota. Twins and Rangers and Rockies. Twins, Rangers, and Rockies all have hits too. All right. So mark them off. Twins, Rangers, and Rockies are all have something they're going home with.
So I'll have to go back through, but right now I'm showing Braves, Pirates, Angels, Giants, Cubs, Diamondbacks, Yankees, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Tigers, Royals. Oh, Padres had a hit. Mariners, Orioles, White Sox, and Phillies. Alex Clemmy and Griffin Burkholder. All right, let's do Leaf now. I'm going to be looking up a lot of names here. Maybe keep blessing me, and that'll help. Correct. We have not done any of the Bowman hobbies yet. There's no saving to last. We're going to do 2023 Bowman, and then He was born in 2003. Wait a second. How does that work out? Maybe. Oh wait, maybe not. Man, I'm gonna have to look some of these up. Now it says he's a college player at University of Tennessee. And then another one says he was drafted by the. Oh, I got to relook up some of these because they're being the information is being really weird. Because first it says he's a high school player. And then it says he's drafted by the Brewers for Blake Burke. I have to look up some of these. It looks like we have a printing plate. We do have a 1-of-1 printing plate. Technicolor printing plate. Peyton Tolley. 1-of-1 black printing plate for Peyton Tolley. These Leaf ones always, like, some of the names are just not the ones I'm used to seeing. So, like, this isn't really, to me, a true 1-of-1 because it is a printing plate. It's cool, though. I mean, I'll stand it. We'll throw it up on a stand here. And do a little performance. I'll put it right here. Peyton Tolley. Maybe not. Because it's thicker. Man. All right. Peyton Tolley. Peyton Tolley is a Red Sox. So Red Sox got a hit. Chris Jennings, first time breaker, first time joining us. All right. Next out is a dual autograph. Colorful combos. Carson Bang and Jeremy Rodriguez. Carson Bang sounds familiar. 1-of-7. That's a cool looking card. All right. That is for no more here. Let's see. Carson. Carson Grant Bang. Mets pitcher. And then, who's the other guy? Jeremy Rodriguez. Jeremy Rodriguez. Also a Met. Oh, that's a Mets. All right. Leaf 2. It's only slow because I can't know the teams are off the bat. If they pulled the Bobby Witt card, I'd be like, oh, that one's easy. That's a Royal. That's the only thing. That's my only complaint about Leaf is like, it's not, everything doesn't just jump right out at you. We do have a new Leaf product coming. Nick and I have been talking about it. It looks pretty good. It's very similar to the Bronx edition box, and I'm thinking about doing a case of it again, doing it like a case break, because of the number of cards in it and what cards are in it. I forget what it's called, like Summer of Baseball or something like that. Okay.
There we go. All right. First one out. Ryan Sandberg. Hey, that one's a Cub. That one's not hard. 8 of 9, Ryan Sandberg. Finally, something that I knew right off the bat. Sandberg. All right, next up. Bartolo Colon for the Angels. 5 of 6, Bartolo Colon. Hey, another one I knew. So there you go, Kathy. There's a Bartolo Colon for you. It's not an auto, but. Next up, Ethan Anderson. Come on. Ethan Anderson, 9 of 9. Let's see who Ethan plays for. Ethan Anderson, Baltimore Orioles. There you go, Kathy. There's the Orioles. Ethan Anderson for the Orioles. Obviously, if we don't get any of the high school players, then nothing there. Carter Johnson, 3 of 10. Carter Johnson. Nah, I actually appreciate somebody messaging because then I'm just talking to myself the entire time. I can just scream Oreos, Oreos, or David, you got a bunch from Prospect Edition for the Rays. Carter Johnson. Marlins. That's what I guessed. Carter Johnson for the Marlins. We got another printing plate in this. Jared Thomas. That looks like a Rocky. If I ever saw a Rocky uniform. I'm going to go with that's a Rocky. This is true. Jared Thomas. I'm going to say 99% chance that's a Rocky. All right. And printing plate. Power Brokers. That is Brandon Montgomery. Cyan printing plate. I do think the printing plates look cool. All right, let's see. Brandon. Oops. Let's see who Brandon is. Brandon Montgomery. Chicago White Sox. White Sox getting a hit there. 101 printing plate for the White Sox. And I think this is the last card. Rentero Sas. Oh,
I can't say that name. Sasaki. Rentaro Sasaki. 2 of 3. Well, this is screwing me up because look, they show them like that. But then, of course, you scroll over, then there's a Red Sox. Yeesh. So I gotta figure it out. Well, see, that's what I'm seeing. All right, let's see, Rentaro. He might be undrafted.
Is it okay with you, Fry? Sure, that'd be great. I'll just sit here and feed the mosquito.
Might be, yeah. He looks like he's the one card that's somebody that's undrafted because it looks like it says he's at Stanford right now. All right. Getting back to teams that I know. Bowman 2023. This is the Drew Jones chase year, if I remember correctly. So much Bowman, so much paper. All right, I'm going to do quarter stacks at a time. All right, Kelsey, I'll check them out. So back to now, I don't have to guess which team they are. I like that with Prospect Edition. I actually was able to see the teams that were on it. All right, here we go. Bowman 2023. Logan Ahoop, James Ottman, Jonathan Aranda, Julio Rodriguez. There's the auto right there. Gosh, that didn't take long. 199 of 499. That is Kyle Fedko for the Twins. Minnesota Twinkies, take that one. This also is Superfractor eligible because if these Chrome cards get a 1 of 1. All right. Aponte, Jet Williams, James Wood, Jordan Lawler, James Wood Chrome, Nick Prado rookie, Miguel Cabrera, Oscar Gonzalez. It's like a warm-up for Bowman coming for this year. Vaughn Grissom, Andy Pages, De Los Santos, Gabriel Gonzalez first, Martin Gonzalez first, Christian Hernandez, Kumar Rocker, Christian Yelich, Shea Langeriers, Matthew Liberatore, Cade Cavalli, Jacob deGrom, Xavier Isaac first, George Burgos first, and Juan Alonso first. Kyle Harrison for the Giants, Brady House, Mike Trout, Nelson Velasquez, Chris Bryant, Bobby Witt Jr., Yohendry Noel, Bowman Scouts Top 193, Samuel Munoz, Abel Bastidas, Lionel James first, Daniel Montesino first, Peyton Graham first, Wilson Contreras, Fernando Tatis Jr., Max Meyer rookie, Justin Verlander, Simeon Juan, Modern Prospects for the Mets, Manuel Beltre, Nelson Rada, Brian Acuna, Kendi Corona first, Martin Gonzalez first, Gunnar Henderson rookie, Braylon Bello, Mark Ventos, Trey Turner, Brett Beatty rookie, Marco Luciano, there's a Drew Jones. Drew Jones paper, Pedro Martinez, although I don't know if Drew Jones has been doing very good. Pedro Ramirez, Randy DeJesus, and Luis Garcia. All right. All right, next quarter box. Jazz Chisholm, Freddie Freeman, Riley Green, Jose Ramirez, Shea Langoliers, De La Cruz, Figueroa, Arroyo, Perez first, numbered to 150, Hyu Lee, first Bowman for the Phillies. Got a sizable stack here to my left of all these cards that have been top loaded. Juan Soto, Nolan Arenado, Gabriel Morneau rookie, Corey Seager, nice for the Rangers, 15 of 15. Wow. Again, low numbered cards we're hitting tonight. Good Lord. Corey Seager at 15. You're gone. Oh, wait, no, you're a 10. You're gone. No, actually, we'll keep you. You're gone. I'll put you up there. Corey Seager to 15. That's not bad. I've heard if you watch it upside down, it's almost a guaranteed hit. Adley Rushman on the Bowman Spotlight card. De Leon. Keeps forgetting. Frederick Bensicom. Xavier Orosio. Edward Julian first. Jacob Berry. Vinny Pasquantino. Simeon Woods Richardson. Aaron Judge. Jordan Diaz. Cedena Rafaela on a number 60. Daniel Gallardi. Newland Yulin Cedeno. Ooh, nice. Again for the Rangers. 239 to 299. Luis Angel Acuna. Expecting his more base traditional rookie is going to be in Series 2. Yeah, it's more numbered cards out of Bowman than I remember. Blaze Jordan, Lazaro Montes, Javier Baez, Rosario, Stowers, Acuna Jr., Modern Prospects, Ellie De La Cruz, The Ellie Show, William Bergola, Elijah Green, Ellie De La Cruz again, Vincent Perozzo, Munoz, Goldschmidt. No. You're supposed to turn the screen upside down. I didn't say you had to go upside down. I said if you watch it upside down, you just flip the screen over. Why are you flipping yourself over? That's so silly. Yoshida, Grohan, Mookie Betts, Curtis Mead, Jacob Berry, Kumar Rocker, Angel Cunha, Spencer Jones, first Bowman, and De Los Santos. That was the other guy in here. Hola. Got 2.5 boxes left. Don't laugh at me. Might still get a headache watching it that way too. All right, here we go. See what else we can find in here. Alvarez, Garcia. It is hard to type, though. Wallner, Garrett Cole, Manny Machado, Gabriel Martinez, Kyle Harrison, Colton Cowser, Acuna Angel, Gavin Cross, Adley, Corbin Carroll rookie, Christopher Morel, Seiya Suzuki, Grayson Rodriguez. Yeah, I can. It'll get sleeved anyways. Gavin Cross, Montesino, Christian Serda, Jason Churio, Zach Nito, Byron Buxton, JJ Blade, Miguel Vargas, Pena, Lenyon Sosa, Julian Garcia, Corona, Tavares, Zavala, Alvarez, Cabrera, Bogarts. We don't talk about that guy anymore. Carroll, Bishop, Khalil Watson, De Los Santos, Olmos, Santana, Harris II. Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. Bo Naylor, Drew Waters. Let me move back there. There you go. All right. Christian Hernandez,
Yasser Mercedes, Luis Lara, Cole Young, Ronnie Simon, Braylon Bishop, Lindor, Mitchell, Gorman, Guerrero Jr., Marte, Encarnacion, Wagner, Herrera, Bowen, an upside down Mayor. Oh, that's because it's the Lunar Fractor. I guess that was the first year they did those. I don't remember them having them this year, but I remember I really liked them. Aw, yo, shucks. 'Twant nothing. 'Twant nothing. All right. Votto, Olsen, Soto, Beatty, Stanton, Gutierrez, Sanchez, Romario, Bensicum, and Bergola. All right. One more quarter to go, and then we'll be on to Top Series 2. It's amazing you look at these players and, like, you're like, what happened to these guys? Like, we were all, like, chasing them, and now, like, what the heck has happened? All right, last quarter of Bowman 2023. Senga, Spencer Torkelson, Scherzer, Hoskins, Burleson, George, Holiday, Malloy. Oh, that's good. Gleyber or Gelder, Figaro, Abreu, Jones, Robert, Cassis, Kyle Harrison, Bowman top 100. Baez, Rodriguez, Baez, DeLauder, Atomic, Moises Balderos, or Cracked Ice, or whatever one you want to call it, for the Cubs. Come on, O'Neill. There we go. O'Neill Cruz, Josh Jung, CJ Abrams, Spencer Jones on the Invictus for the Yankees. There you go, Kelsey. That's something. Not bad. Robert Perez Jr., Diane Frias, Jason Churio, Freeman De Leon, Yanquel Fernandez, DL Hall, Otani, Alonzo, Bryce Harper, Kumar Rocker, Max Wagner, Hyo Lee, Colby Thomas, Wilbur Sanchez, Deshaun, JD Martinez, Perez, Tovar, Green, Jackson Holiday, Modern Prospects, Angel Guino, Rodriguez, Avina, Axel Sanchez, Luis Lar, Pedro, Herrera, Seager, Crawford, Christian Hernandez, Sweeney, Davis, Peroza, Charles, and a Lunar Fractor J. Savina. Series 2 Jumbo. So we'll get one auto, couple mojos. Oh, when did it get to 12:30? Jesus. I didn't realize it got so late. Good Lord. Record Breakers Vlad Jr. Jumbo card. Two mojo packs. Man, I thought I was doing so well, too. That leaf slowed me down. All right, empty box. All right, here we go. The mojo packs that never do anything for me because I never hit very well with these. Jonathan India, Kenda Waldachuk, Paul Molitor, Garrett Cole. And that's obviously expired. Second mojo pack. George Springer, Michael Togila, Encarnacion, and Will Smith Blue. Looks like maybe a numbered card. Nope. Thought it was a parallel, but nope. All right, into the jumbo packs we go. All right, how we've changed our designs. Detmers, Walker, Bay, Hayes, Aller, Ortiz, Madrigal, Wright, Kemp, Morris, Rendon, Archer, Naylor. Hey, if you gotta catch the recap, Kathy, I appreciate you hanging out. I mean, trust me, I'm not gonna try and drive anyone up to sleep. Arias, Castellanos, Livian Soto, Durand, Pinder, Wensky, McNeil, Joe Musgrove on the Hall of... Yeah. To 2023, Adam Ottaviano. Tommy Edman on the World Baseball Classic card. Mike Trout on the All-Star American League card. Matt Carpenter. Jesus. It's like there's so much stuff in the background, it just wants to focus on the background. Haas, Brunn, Tucker, Warefield, Taylor, Miranda, Barrow, Thomas, Mariners, Soto, Blue Jays, Springer, Iglesias, Crawford, Benson, Frazier, Lodolo, Haney, Burleson, McCutcheon, Freeman, Contreras. Hey, David, did you decide on what jersey you wanted? I know you said for me to pick, but I'd rather you pick the jersey. Because you're due for you were at your 10th break Friday last week. I guess technically it was Saturday or no, Wednesday last week. You were at your 10th break. Yeah, Wednesday. So I was going to do your shipment here. Jameson Talon, Pineda, Vasquez, Nemo, Davis, Lindor, Ryan, Liberto, Smiley, Musgrove, Curry, Friedel, Bart, Badeau, Carrera, Garrett, Arias, Suarez, Mize, Paredes, Crawford, Michael Selene. That's the gold hollows. Xander Bogaerts. Roberto Clemente, Legends of the Game. And a Kirby Puckett for the Twins. All right.
I'm watching something here.
Puckett, Freeland, Randy Arozarena, Shoop, Garcia, Madone, Gurriel, Lynch. Well, he's not protected this year. He doesn't have Judge in front of him or behind him or wherever he was. That doesn't surprise me. Lorenzen, Yoshida, Ruiz, Morin, Kluber, Donovan, Varsho, Stanton, Sane, Straw, Blackman, Moustakas, Bogarts, and Sands. Fine. I don't have any Rays, so all right. You got the Spencer Jones Invictus card. I know you're still trying to use your strategy to get more. Gurriel, Biggio, Greinke, Contreras, Soler, Togila, Peralta, Gore, Urquay, Voit, Cool, Ramison, Rosario, Calhoun, Voth, Bradley Jr. Yeah, see? I told you have to watch it upside down. Max Muncy, Vasquez, Moncada, Meyer, Drew Smiley, Hollow, Adam Wainwright, World Baseball Classic, Lou Gehrig on the All-Star cards. Yeah, kind of flippies. Belt. Story time. AJ Pollock, Josh Hader, Falter, Christians, Sengu. That's a Phillies card. Horner, Santana, Tigers, A's, Jimenez, Rockies, Yankees, Valand. Hey, trust me, I want everyone to have hits out of this. I mean, that's the whole part of advertising is 28 hits. Riley, Polanco, Cabrera. It's so annoying with this focus going in and out. Wacha, Reynolds, Senga, and Caval. All right, I've gotten nothing for hits yet. Hensley, Kelly, LeMahieu, Brennan, Rivera, Hagashoki, Wallner, Semien, Brantley, Walls, Anderson, Mitchell, Barnes, Jung, Manoa, Doiser. Everyone's upside down and right side up. India, Taylor, Torkelson,
Gallo, Alvarez, Michael Conforto, $4.99, Felix Bautista. Come on. To $4.99 for the Orioles. Yep, I'm going to run out of... Lee Jung-ho, Ted Williams, Newt Barr, Smith, Melendez, Garcia, Tavar, Telez, Meneses, Conforto, Volpe, Terang, Fujinami, Terpera, Webb, Reyes, Colas, Fletcher, Hearn, Abreu, Thomas, Pena, and Kirk. The world's always going upside down to me. Every time I think I'm right side up, I'm just upside down again. All right, we got 6 jumbo packs left. And I'm running out of space in my sorting box. Okay. I still got 12 viewers on at 12:44 at night. I'm impressed. Maybe everyone's falling asleep. All right. Maybe we have our first hit out of this here. Andrew Vaughn, Nola, Capel, Arroyo. Come on, focus. Keller, Thompson, Swanson, Boxberger, Trinick, Perdomo, Bader, Diaz, Watkins, Schwarber, Laureano, Ventos, Walsh, Jax, Simeon Woods Richardson, Shohei Ohtani, Johnny Cueto, Hollow, Carlos Correa for the Twins again. Twins are taking a lot of cards tonight. Correa. Marcus Stroman, Mookie, Kurloff, Grohan. I'm going to start going through the base. Perez. Call it the rookies. Connor Joe, Cruz. Benson, rookie. Steer, rookie. Hall, rookie. And a Hope. No, I still got the Topps Chrome box back there. That's the last one. Will be the Topps Chrome box. I'm saving what I believe is the best box for last. Still got an auto to take out of this. I haven't hit that yet. Definitely got something there. All right, just going to go through it. Johnson, rookie. Ottman, rookie. JD Davis. That's interesting. What the heck? Bob Gibson, St. Louis Cardinals, earned average strikeouts. And a JD Davis gold fractor. Crowning commemorative patch. Boy, I hope our auto's really good. Yeah, just the Topps Chrome, Bowman Chrome, I mean, will be after this.
All right. All aces. Hunter Green. That's a nice looking Hunter Green. Roberto Clemente. Max Meyer. Guthrie. Jameson. LeBlanc rookie. Bay rookie. Ortiz rookie. Assad rookie. Morris rookie. Naylor rookie. Soto rookie. Wesky rookie. Enriquez. JP Crawford. Hollow. James Ottman is 72. Nice. Ottman is 72. I don't know if Ottman is still prominent or not, but over here. Willie Adams, Juan Soto. Back to this. So still got 3 packs and missing 1 auto. Tyler Freeman. Henry rookie. All right. 3 packs left. Still looking for an auto. Corbin Carroll rookie. Rosario. LeBlanc rookie. Diaz rookie. Assad rookie. Carpenter rookie. Carson Kelly. Elvis Andrus is the autograph for the White Sox. Going to Billy Ryan. Got 2 autographs in that Bowman Chrome box still, too. Mike Trout on the New Jersey, I guess home state. Bo Naylor rookie. Boito. That was a little bit of a letdown of an auto, but that is Series 2 for you. Eaton rookie. Kopech, Klingler. Terang rookie, Fujinami rookie, and Martinez. All right, 2 packs left. I'll just open them both right now. All right, so we've hit our auto, we've hit our 2 relics. So the best we could probably do is a really low numbered card at this point. And then Bowman Chrome 2024. All right, let's go. It's the focus that takes the longest time. Waters rookie. That and the flipping. Vayer rookie. Ryan Kreeler rookie. Nelson rookie. Kevin Newman. Gold Fractor. Chris Bassett. Number to 2023 for the Blue Jays. Aroldis Chapman. Insert. Randy Johnson. Diaz. Master Booney. Rookie. Proctor rookie. Jordan Walker rookie. I forgot I was a rookie this year. All right, last pack of Series 2, then Bowman Chrome to round it out for the night. Corbin Carroll rookie. Rosario rookie. I don't know what I do. They always just end up upside down. Diaz rookie. Carpenter rookie. Castellanos. Juan Carlos Stanton refractor. A Bobby Witt Jr. home run challenge that is so old that it's not worth it. Sonny Gray, hometown. And a Peraza throwback rookie. Meneses rookie. Butto rookie. Eaton rookie. Sands rookie. Burleson rookie. All right. Bowman Chrome 2024. Saving this one for last. All right. Box 1 packs. Empty box. I have a massive pile of trash here. Let's see what the magical Bowman Chrome box will have for us. Oh, jeez. That would have been bad. Wow. Okay. How it just hit that right off the top? And oh my God. What the heck? How about a James Wood garbage pails, chopped wood, and a Starlin Nunez 3 of 5 autograph? Holy cow. David Samuels, way to stay on for the night. And Red Sox. Chris Jennings. Good lordy. Wow. Was not expecting that. This is the last pack I opened, too. And it was right on top. Holy cow. Hey, David, I might want to make a trade with you or something for that Garbage Pails Kid card because I'm in the perfect area for the Nationals. If you're interested. Wow. Was not expecting to see that. Holy cow. Jeez. I guess. Oh, it's a 10. We'll just take that one down. We pulled 2 cards numbered to 5 tonight. Jeez. Oh, cracked my back. Wow. Oh, did I lose David already? Man, I hope he was going to hold on. All right. The rest of that first box, Mookie Betts, numbered to 100 for the Dodgers. Nice. I have no clue. I'll look it up. Miguel Palma, Dylan Cruz, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Freddie Freeman, International Impact, Ha-Seong Kim, and Woo Shook Go, Ricardo, Castillo, Carter, Tyler Black. I mean, I think I would have taken the O's too in that trade. Rincon. Leo DeVries for the Padres. That's the chase guy in this product. Is Leo DeVries for the Padres. He was the number 1 player out of this. Any more top loaders? I went through 3 cases of top loaders tonight. Breaking into number 4. Jeez. Ugh. I always forget how bad the lag is between when I say stuff and when you all actually hear me. Let me look real quick.
People be so blind. But I've never picked cotton or been on top of Old Smoky or worked on anything all the live long day, let alone the railroad. Then go live on the railroad then, why not? You'll come to understand. I now understand the Aikman of Earth. As stupid as Zoidberg's idea is, it's brilliant when I'm off to the railroad to become a folk singer.
Last one sold April 11th for $150 on eBay. They have these in numbered versions too. Another one sold for $91. Another one sold for $118. So it looks like the top end, if you're lucky, is 150. The bottom end is like 91 on it. Well, I can see if I have. Yeah, I mean, see what I have for Braves and Rays. All right, Leo DeVries, Bowman first. I know I've got some of both. Juan Soto, Jung Ho Lee, Shimmer, Juan Baez for the Brewers. That is not numbered. That's right, those Shimmers were never numbered. Man, I was not expecting that. Getting a numbered card to 5 and then an auto to 5. That's the Dragon scale, I guess. And the Garbage Pail Kid on top. That's wild. Blake Mitchell, Serwanowski, Betts, DeVries, Ramirez, Adolis Garcia for the Rangers to 99. Tink Hentz, Lombard Jr., Amaga, Goodman, Jung Ho Lee came to the league, Arias, and Eduardo Tate. All right. Last box. That was crazy. All right. Well, let's see what the other side of this box can show. Yeah, it is for sure. Like looking up my wall a little bit right now. Oh, I might actually have something for you. I have to look up and see if the values are the same, but I actually might have a perfect card for you. I've got an astrologically aligned number to 10 Junior Caminero rookie card. I got to see if they're the same. The values are the same. I might just do a swap with you. Curtis Mead, I'll sleeve that one for you. Colt Keith. There's the other one for the Reds, Bernard Moon. That jumps out. That last pack must have been the one that had all the autos and stuff. Rylan Thomas, Brock Wilkin, Bryce Harper, Jason Dominguez, rookie, Bo Naylor, Miles Naylor, International Impact, Jose Perdomo, Uwasawa, Junior Caminero, rookie, Fernando Tatis Jr., Sterling Thompson.
Jency Rivas, Jurek Profar, Christian Yelich, Marcus Semien, Dylan Cruz on the Bowman Chrome 25th anniversary, Elias Medina, Valor, Ozzy Albies, Nolan Chanel, Sebastian Wilcott, Chase Davis, Luis Ganapa, Riley Green, Novelli Marte, Evan Carter, my first Bowman, Nishida, and Samuel Basallo rounds it out. I remember that with these. It was like one side had all the numbered and all the good stuff, and the other side was like the base and like the base cards. All right. Here's our recap pile. That's how tall it is. Let's see. Let me just show you real quick if I have it here. I think I just cut it out of the case recently. Actually, it might be up here. Yep, there it is. It was from Cosmic Chrome. It was 7 of 10. So I'll look it up and see if the values are comparable. If they are, they might just do a 1-for-1 if you want it. All right. Recap. That was a solid break. I mean, definitely I would say it didn't spread across as many teams as I was hoping for. I'll run a random. I got to go back and look and see who all the hits were for everybody. I think there was the one player who was still in high school or something. So I'll do a random for that for everybody who didn't get a hit. But all right, here we go. Bernard Moon, Adolis Garcia to 99, Juan Baez, first Bowman Shimmer, Leo DeVries, first Bowman, Mookie Betts. When I get to it, I'll show you. Tyson Lewis for the Reds, Chase Bassett's 2023, Elvis Andrus for the White Sox, James Ottman is 72, Bob Gibson, manufactured relic, Carlos Correa for the Twins, bat relic, not numbered. Yeah, that one was printed, yeah. That wasn't a real auto. They always threw me off. Felix Batista to 499. Roberto Clemente, Legends of the Game. Adam Ottaviano to 2023. And an oversized Vlad Jr. card. Spencer Jones on the Invictus card. Moises Ballesteros for the Cubs first. Jace Avani, Lunar Fractor. Marcelo Mayer, Lunar Fractor. Spencer Jones, first Bowman. Orfella to 25. Hayu Lee to 150. Drew Jones, base first Bowman. Kyler Fedoko. This is the one that is the high school or was not drafted yet. That'll get randomed. That was 2 of 3 on the Sasaki. Jared Thomas auto. Carter Johnson auto, Ethan Anderson auto for the Orioles, Bartolo Colon for the Angels, Ryan Sandberg for the Cubs, Blake Burke. I got to look up these Leaf ones again because they're throwing me off. Brody Brecht, Caleb Durbin, Thatcher Hurd, Chase Petty, Ryan Lasco for the A's, Ardoni 54, Parker Smith to 25. Mac Hovarth for the Rays to 99. Heston Kjerstad to 299. Zach Deloche to 199. Cooper Pratt to 149. Miles Naylor base. Mike Bove to 99. Jaron Berry to 49. Tyson Neighbors base auto. Braylon Payne to 199, Nimala to 199, Jaron Berry base auto, Luke Keschel to 299, Brock Porter base auto, Sean Sullivan for the Rockies base auto, Xavier
Edwards to 250. Colton Ledbetter for the Rays to 199. Hector Rodriguez for the Reds to 299. Braylon Daughtry to 99. CJ Abrams to 2025. James Wood, base rookie. Adele Amador, rookie shimmer or speckles, whatever it is. James Wood on the training day or spring training relic. And then our stand cards. Two 1-of-1 printing plates. Peyton Tolley. Invictus, I think it was. I can't remember exactly. Power Brokers. That was Braden Montgomery, 1-of-1 printing plate, and Peyton Tolley printing plates. Acuna to 299 paper. Corey Seager to 15. Kendall George to 75 auto for the Dodgers. For the Marlins, Fenwick Tremble to 75 auto. Lael Lockhart, 10 of 10. Combo auto, Jeremy Rodriguez, Carson Bang for the Mets. 1 of 7. Let's see. Emmanuel Kloss. That's 3 of 5. And then we had another 1 to 5. Actually, both were 3 to 5. Come on. There we go. Starlin Nunez, 3 of 5, first Bowman. And then Emmanuel Kloss, 3 of 5. And then we had the Garbage Pail Kids out of nowhere, Chopped Wood, and the 1-of-1 gold vinyl franchise futures, Brandon Spot. That was a fun break. A lot of hits. We'll do another one where we'll get more of like the regular hobby boxes and stuff. I've got so much of that. Prospect edition left. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I got 5 sitting at the shop, and I think I still got another like 3 in my cabinet here. So we'll see. I still got a ton of that leaf too. So I got to figure out what to do with all those. So, all right, y'all. That's going to do it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the breaks. And we'll have drops again tomorrow. We're going to have Prism No Huddle tomorrow. I think baseball, I went back to another leaf with the 3 blasters from 2025. And no, it wasn't. They never were numbered. Hold on. It wasn't numbered. Invicta. So, yeah, I would go back and look and see what all the drops are tomorrow. But 6, 7, and 8 o'clock. I think the last NBA Monopoly is up tomorrow. All right, y'all. Have a great night. I'm going to bed. It's 1:15. Hope y'all have a great night, and we will catch you all later.